Welcome back to KSLA Investigates ArkLaTex Uncovered, and it has been a while. First of all, Happy New Year to everyone. Thanks so much for joining us and for your patience as we get this live stream up and running. I'm Ashley Graham. I'm the Chief Investigator here at KSLA, and it's good to be back. We had to skip a couple of weeks, one for holiday. I was home for the Christmas holiday visiting family in Georgia, and another week because some people, I won't say names, it's me, had come down with a little illness. So last week we had to change our flow and change things up. So we are playing housekeeping and getting things back to normal. So thank you again for your patience as we cobble together some things for you to kind of give you insight on what it is that we're working on here at KSLA News 12 on the Investigates team. This episode is going to be a little bit shorter because, again, it's been a couple of weeks of just not being in the right routine. But I did want to let you know about two things that are happening that we can look forward to in 2025. And also, one more thing that I'm requesting help with, essentially, but I will need your help with. But before I do anything, I want to, of course, queue up our, like I said last year, our investigative tip line. If you have any suggestions for tips or story ideas, that is the place to reach us. That is KSLA-investigative team at graymedia.com. As you know, this is the investigative tip line where you can reach me at any time with questions, story ideas, comments, even complaints if you have them. That's where you can reach us. And I will put that at the end of this episode as well. But as you know, we like to start with and end our episodes with this information. So, again, if you missed it just now, don't worry, I'll have it up soon. But just coming off the 6 o'clock show, and I wanted to let you know about a new partnership that we're going to be pursuing here at KSLA News 12. We are going to start working with our sister station, KNOE, in Monroe, Louisiana. So this is going to be an interesting opportunity because we can now source story ideas and story tips for all of North Louisiana. So even if you live in Monroe or you live somewhere in between Shreveport and Monroe, or the ArkLaTex and Monroe, I should say, if you have story ideas, always send them our way. There are always things that we can look into. We're always looking for story ideas. So so that is exciting for us. We're going to have some new stories coming out for you every month, and I'm really excited for this partnership and to kind of be the investigator for both. So very exciting there. I do want to also take you over to our, if I can pull up our Mac Mini input. There it is. So we touched on this in another episode of the podcast a couple of weeks ago, but I wanted to redirect your attention to this. So if you'll excuse me, I'm going to merge over to our Mac Mini so you can see our KSLA homepage. So twirling so I can get to the mouse properly. But a couple of weeks ago, like right before Christmas, we created a new tab on our webpage. If you look where it says Watch Live, latest videos, news, weather, there's one further to the right that says Submit Housing Complaints. So if you click on that, this takes you to a form that is organized by those of us here at KSLA News 12 Investigates. And this will basically be where you can submit any sort of complaints that you've had about if you're a tenant, for example, in an apartment complex or a rented property. And if you've been dealing with maintenance issues for weeks or months and you're not getting the resolution that you're hoping for, if you're not getting a response from your landlord or property manager or maintenance crew, whoever that you've been trying to reach out to. And the reason that we put this together is because we've had, at least since I've been in KSLA since July, lots and lots of people who have individual one-off complaints about their living situation or where they live. And I want to try and map out, a database essentially to create a database that kind of shows where the problem is most where the problem is happening the most around Shreveport and the ArkLaTex, and kind of talk about what trends we're seeing, what patterns we're seeing. So just to show you a little bit about the form, if you come in here, you've got your name, phone number, email, You can tell us the name of the complex or the property, the address. You can leave notes or comments for our team in order to let us know exactly what it is that you're dealing with. You can check off whether or not you are interested in speaking with a reporter about this. If you have any photos or videos or evidence, paper trail, for example, of what you've been dealing with, and we also have a place where you can leave your files so that we can see them. And of course, you agree to the terms and conditions, and then that goes directly to me. So your information, your personal information, will not be shared with anybody else. It will just be used as a way to contact you if you say that you're interested in speaking with a reporter and letting us kind of build this database to kind of know which apartment complexes or properties are having the most issues or and how long that's been happening and things like that. So that's another initiative that we did start back in December. And we're trying to get it off the ground. So we have posted this on our website, like I said. Feel free to share it with your friends, your family, anybody you have here in the ArkLaTex. And we are working on all I can say is that we're working on a more comprehensive project with this. So you'll just have to let us know where the problems are, and we will be sure to follow up. So yeah, that's going to do it for this week. We're still, catching up after being away for so long, and there are some really good stories that are in the works, but not quite ready to the point of being able to air them yet. So I will promise I will give you the sneak peek to our next investigation whenever we have it. But I do one more time want to leave you with the tip line for our team. This is KSLA-investigative team at graymedia.com. Also, if you reach out to the KSLA News 12 on social media, on say Facebook or Twitter, if you message us on any of those social media platforms where we are, then feel free to say, I have a tip for the investigators, or I have a question for the investigators. And our digital team will make sure to flag me and our management to make sure that your questions and concerns are being addressed. So once again, thank you so much for tuning in this week. I know it's a short one, but I'm trying to protect the vocal cords, but also not give away too much yet, because there are some good things on tap for 2025 that will hopefully help inspire change here and, make people's lives better. So we'll join us again back next week at 7 o'clock, or as close to 7 o'clock as possible, since we have to come from the show and set this up. But I just wanted to say thank you again. I hope you had a wonderful holiday and New Year. And yeah, we're going to do a lot of deep diving this year. So get ready. And thanks again. And yeah, I'll see you next time.